Welcome back to Trend Talk channel, where we bring you the latest news and controversies from the entertainment world. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking revelations in recent K-pop history. HYBE, the powerhouse behind global sensations like BTS and New Jeans, is facing intense backlash. Recently leaked internal documents from HYBE have surfaced showing what many consider incredibly harsh, almost demeaning language used to describe their own idols, including minors. Let's break down everything we know so far. On October 21st, during an audit session with the South Korean National Assembly, HYBE executives, including COO Kim Tae-ho, were questioned about this internal document. Representative Min Hyang-bi from the Democratic Party presented an alleged copy of HYBE's weekly music industry report, a document apparently circulated among HYBE's top executives. This report, Min claims, contained multiple, insulting and explicit remarks about the idols, even those who are underage. According to his statements, these comments included phrases such as shockingly ugly, none of them have the facial features of an idol, and surprisingly, none of them are pretty. For idols, especially minors who are often idealized for their talent and appearance, these statements have stunned both fans and industry insiders. Let's delve a bit deeper into what these comments allegedly said. Min read excerpts from the report which bluntly criticized the idol's appearance. Some notable phrases reportedly included since the members debuted at an age when they were all ugly, none of them have the facial features of an idol. 2. There is a clear tendency to focus on their looks or sex appeal. 3. Surprisingly, none of them are pretty. 4. Shockingly ugly. If true, these statements indicate a troubling view toward young idols. In the highly visual K-pop industry, appearance often holds significant weight for idol success. For a major company like HYBE to allegedly keep records like this in internal documents is unsettling, especially considering the idols mentioned are still quite young. When questioned, HYBE COO Kim Tae-ho attempted to explain the report's contents. He claimed that this report was one of many monitoring summaries prepared by HYBE. He went on to state he couldn't remember specific details about the document and argued that these harsh statements don't reflect HYBE's actual perspective on idols. Instead, Kim Tae-ho claimed these phrases were public opinion gathered from online communities and social media, compiled to offer executives a sense of how idols are perceived publicly. Later, HYBE released an official statement further explaining their side. They maintained that the report was intended as a compilation of public opinions and did not express HYBE's own views. Despite HYBE's attempt to clarify, the reaction from other officials was severe. Minister Yoon Chon, head of South Korea's Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, criticized the language used in the report, calling it harsh and excessive. This response from a high-ranking official underscores the severity of the controversy. The leaked document has stirred up major backlash among fans, industry insiders, and the general public. The idea that a company would use such terms to describe their own artists, many of whom are teenagers, is unsettling to many, sparking debates about the culture within HYBE and the K-pop industry as a whole. In their official statement, HYBE went a step further. They threatened legal action against those responsible for leaking the report, claiming that the leaked document had been selectively edited in a way that implied HYBE itself was disparaging its idols. This has only added fuel to the fire, as the public remains unconvinced by their explanation. The issue has now escalated to potential legal action against those involved in leaking the document, with HYBE stating they will pursue consequences for the provocative edits. But the lingering question is whether or not HYBE's claims hold enough ground to sway public opinion. This revelation also brings up a much larger issue: how the K-pop industry and companies view and treat idols. In a system that places significant pressure on idols to look and act a certain way, it's not hard to imagine how negative comments, whether internal or from the public, could affect their mental health. K-pop idols are constantly subjected to scrutiny regarding their looks, talent, and behavior. But when such harsh criticism reportedly comes from within their own agency, it raises serious concerns about how idols are treated behind the scenes. Idols, especially minors, can feel incredibly vulnerable under these conditions. If these documents are genuine reflections of how idols are discussed internally, it sends a message that their worth is being evaluated in ways that focus solely on appearance rather than talent or personality. Interestingly, during the same audit, HYBE was also accused of something else unintentionally, admitting to sajigi. Sajigi refers to chart manipulation, a highly controversial practice where companies artificially inflate the popularity of songs or albums. This revelation further adds to the growing list of controversies HYBE faces and raises additional concerns about ethical practices within the company. Since the report surfaced, reactions have been divided. Some fans remain supportive of HYBE, believing that this was indeed just a misinterpreted monitoring report. However, many others are expressing outrage and disappointment, calling out the company for what they view as a lack of respect for their artists. Social media platforms have erupted with fans demanding clearer answers from HYBE. As we await further updates, this incident raises tough questions about the internal culture of one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world. For a company as influential as HYBE, the stakes are incredibly high, and this controversy could have lasting impacts on its reputation. It's a reminder that even in a heavily managed industry like K-pop, fans and the public are watching closely, ready to hold companies accountable when necessary. How HYBE handles this situation moving forward will likely shape their relationship with the public and fans alike. And thank you for watching today's deep dive into the HYBE controversy. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think HYBE's explanation holds up? And what are your thoughts on the way idols are spoken about in the industry? We'll be following this story closely, so stay tuned for more updates on Trend Talk channel.